In football, a red card sends you off for 90 minutes. A bad tackle gets you a 3-match ban. But what do you do when 22 players from the same national team are caught fixing matches? You ban them all. For life. This is the story of one of the most sweeping punishments in football history, and the Italian scandal that literally changed how leagues are run forever. In the early 2000s, investigators from the Asian Football Confederation began looking into suspicious betting patterns in Southeast Asian football. What they found in Laos was extraordinary. 22 players, including members of the national team and players from Lao Toyota FC, were found guilty of deliberately fixing matches, throwing games, manipulating results for illegal betting networks. The AFC handed down its verdict. All 22 players received lifetime bans from football. 15 of those players had represented the Laos national team. The AFC then applied to FIFA to extend the bans worldwide, meaning these players couldn't play professional football anywhere on the planet. Why it happened? Southeast Asian football has long struggled with low wages and insufficient player protection. Illegal betting syndicates often target players who earn very little and are vulnerable to financial pressure. This doesn't excuse the behavior, but it explains why match fixing remains one of football's most persistent problems, particularly in lower divisions across Asia and Africa. Now let's move to the most famous match-fixing scandal in European football. Italy, 2006. The country is about to win the World Cup in Germany, but back home, everything is falling apart. Phone recordings leaked to the press reveal that officials from Juventus, Italy's most successful club, have been secretly communicating with referee designators to influence which referees are assigned to their matches. The scandal becomes known as Calciopoli, Italian for football city. The punishments Juventus, Serie A champions, are stripped of their 2004-05 and 2005-06 titles. They are relegated to Serie B, the second division, for the first time in their history. They also receive a points deduction to start their return to Serie A. AC Milan, Fiorentina, and Lazio are also found to have been involved, and all receive points deductions. Several club officials are banned from football for years. The lasting damage. Juventus lost almost their entire squad. Superstars like Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Patrick Vieira, and Fabio Cannavaro all left. The club spent years rebuilding. It took them until 2012 to win the Serie A title again. But here's the twist. Many Italian football historians argue the original investigation was incomplete and politically motivated. The full truth of Calciopoli may never be known. These punishments, lifetime bans, relegations, stripped titles, all have one thing in common. They are designed not just to punish the individuals involved, but to send a message to everyone watching. Football's authority rests entirely on one thing: trust. Trust that the result on the pitch is real, that the player who scores actually scored, that the goalkeeper who dived wasn't paid to dive. The moment that trust breaks, the entire sport loses its meaning. That's why football punishes match fixing harder than almost any other offense. A violent tackle injures one player. A fixed match corrupts the entire game. From Rojas cutting himself with a razor blade, to Cantona flying into the stands, to 22 players throwing an entire nation's football into scandal. The history of football's worst punishments is really a history of human weakness under enormous pressure. And every time football has faced a crisis like this, it has survived by punishing those who broke the trust and reminding everyone else what the game is really for. If you want to see more deep dives like this, subscribe, because next time we're going inside the most controversial referee decisions in World Cup history.